The word stoic has quite a bit of a bad reputation in modern English. I think most people think when you hear the word stoic, you think about unemotional or indifferent. And I don't blame you for that assumption, because until about a year ago, I was unaware of stoicism and I had exactly the same association with it. However, as you may have guessed, that is not a true representation of what it should be. That reputation is unjust. So today I'd like to take the chance to explain to you a little bit more about what Stoicism is, where it comes from, what it is, and especially how you can apply it to achieve what they perceive are the goals. Stoicism originated around 300 years before Christ in ancient Greek, or in Thai terms in the year 200 roughly. And it became very, very popular. Even some of the Roman emperors, like Marcus Aurelius, became fervent Stoic adapters. So it got a really wide following. And that was, to put it in context, in like the heydays of like Plato, Aristotle, so pretty much the foundation of Western philosophy. If there's one thing that actually is critical in Stoicism, it is that happiness is considered the ultimate goal. There is no God, there is no higher goal why we are on earth. No, the only goal is to have a happy and prosperous and fulfilling life, a meaningful life. So that means it's not a religion, it's not a philosophy, it's more of a life attitude. It resolves about training. You have to exercise it every day and you will never ever succeed completely. So the strive for happiness is the ultimate goal. And if you want to summarize it in one sentence, it's this. And that's why I use the sheets, because this is, you will not remember it without. The path to happiness is accepting the moment as it is, by not allowing yourself to be controlled by fear or desire. That's a lot to get your head around. So let's break that down. The first part, the path to happiness is accepting the moment as it is. So everybody here is here because you choose to be here, and hopefully you're happy to be here. Some of us may be controlled by fear for public speaking, and that drove you to come here to overcome that fear. Some people may have a desire to learn to speak better in public, and that is the decision to come here. The idea is that if you are happy in the moment, no matter what the situation is, then you are happy. If you just got super good news, you got a promotion, you signed a big client, great. But that desire for success shouldn't drive your happiness. If you just got bad news, you just heard your grandmother got cancer or passed away, that's really sad news, but you should not be controlled by that emotion. So what does that mean, and how can you apply that? Because this is all nice and theoretical. How can you apply it? And that is these two simple rules. Focus on what you can control, and accept for the things that you cannot control. A very clear example is again public speaking. I used to have a massive fear of public speaking that prohibited me from going to events and getting on the stage. That fear was controlling my actions. So instead, what I try to do now is focus on what you can control, and that is my actions. So I'm standing here now. Another example is, imagine you're in a car, you're on the way to the airport. You want to catch the flight to see your family we haven't seen for half a year. And you know you should have left earlier. You know you were playing it a bit tight on time. And of course the inevitable happens, you get stuck in the traffic jam. Now, a lot of people would get furious. I should have gone earlier. Why does this happen to me? Why did that stupid driver in front of me hit the other car? And spend a lot of energy on that. Spend a lot of energy fighting the situation. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel that emotional frustration, because I understand it. Nobody would be happy in that situation. But by focusing on the actions you can take, because those are the things you control, you can actually do something about the situation. Being furious that you should have left 10 minutes earlier doesn't change the situation. But if you figure out, okay, maybe I should check on my phone if there's another route to the airport, or maybe I'm lucky and the flight is delayed, or I can call the airline and see if I can reschedule to the next flight, those things may actually have a benefit and help the situation further. Finally, another last example is, who here has worried about what other people think of them? Exactly, almost everybody. Does that help? Do you feel better if you're worrying like, oh, will they like my speech? Will they like my new dress? Will they like the house I bought? No, because you do not control what they're thinking. It doesn't matter. If they don't like you because, or don't accept you because of the dress you wear or the house you bought, then you should question if that's actually a good friend or not. So what you can do in that setting is focus on what you can control, and that is again your actions. Focus on, if you behave in a way that you think is good, then if they don't appreciate that, that makes it their problem. I've been experimenting with this and training this for about a year now, and for me it gives me more energy. I don't waste as much energy on worrying and having desires and fears. I feel more free. For example, I don't have that much anxiety anymore about public speaking, or I don't care so much anymore what other people think. I feel less fear, and most interestingly, I feel less desire. I am much more happy with a very simple, calm life rather than having the need to achieve a massive goal. So for me, this has brought me a lot of happiness, and I hope it could bring the same to you as well. Thank you.
Wow, bravo, bravo.
Thank you. I was not aware that there was so much to Stoicism. My image of Stoic was your very first slide, one word, Stoic, in a sans serif font, just plain and out there. But now I know if I can control my purple polo shirt, which I paid 200 baht for. I don't care what you think about it.